Happy Wednesday. Hope everyone is having a good hump day. I just wanted to jump on and do a review slash tutorial on iconic hairstyles and haircuts in film and television. So let's jump right in. My first one is Michelle Pfeiffer in Scarface. I almost feel like maybe this was an offspring or baby of was it her, the ice skater? Was it Debbie or Peggy Hamill, who had the 70s haircut that was so popular because of the spin. Um, Definitely a haircut for the times with the undercut and the bangs. And I feel like it's kind of making some variations or making a comeback in 2026, but that's just how it goes. Everything comes back. Mia Farrow in Rosemary Baby, one of the most iconic pixie cuts. And I feel like if you see a lot of photos of women during that time period, she was definitely the inspiration. Think you definitely have to have the right face shape for this haircut. Everyone cannot rock a pixie cut. Um, Halle Berry. Halle Berry's hair always looks amazing, but her pixie cut, it's iconic. Every woman, I think her pixie haircut was the modern time version of the Mia Farrow where everyone saw it, everybody wanted it. It is definitely still popular till this day. When I still was doing hair as my full-time job, it was definitely a highly requested haircut, and you still definitely see variations of it now, and it's transcended both black and white women, or just women across all racial lines have some rendition of this haircut. So definitely still very relevant. I feel like it's definitely a main character in some of her films and some of her shows. Iconic. Audrey Hepburn, the chignon in Breakfast and Tiffany's, definitely very relevant this modern time. You still see a lot of brides, especially, have some variation of this hairstyle. Very chic, very timeless. I think this haircut will, or not haircut, this hairstyle will never go away. People, like I said, you see it all the way from weddings all the way to Halloween when women do the recreation of Breakfast at Tiffany's. They oftentimes have some rendition of this haircut with the tiara combination. Julia Roberts' hair in, well, this was a toss up for me because in Still Magnolias, her hair was fabulous, short and long. But if I had to pick which movie that I was in awe of her hair the whole movie, I would say Pretty Woman. Her hairstyles in Pretty Woman were chef's kiss, definitely a vibe. Definitely, I think her hair was almost a main character in the movie. The red, curly, effortless hair, even the more sleeked out, styled, manipulated version of Julia Roberts' hair in Pretty Woman. Again, another iconic hairstyle. James Dean in Rebel Without a Cause, still very relevant. You see, especially in the past, I would say 4 to 5 years, you're seeing men with a modern rendition of his hairstyle from the film. But also, again, like with Audrey Hepburn's chignon, you still see a lot of people rocking Halloween costumes in the 50s era. So I definitely think it's one of the top hairstyles for that reason, just because it does transcend from real life to costume. Goldie Hawn's hair in First Wives Club. I don't even think we should even mention Goldie Hawn. I think we should just say the haircut in First Wives Club, and you know exactly what I'm talking to. That haircut and that cigarette, they were the main characters of the movie. That layered, effortless 90s hairstyle, it was, I remember looking at that movie. Like when I think of First Wives Club, that is the first thing that comes to my mouth and or mind, sorry. And Goldie Hawn on the corner with that cigarette in her mouth after she got her, or not a cigarette in her mouth, she was trying to talk Sorry, after she got her lips done, hilarious. Definitely a core memory of mine. But yes, the hair and the cigarette from First Wives Club, icons as well. Pam Grier in Coffee and Foxy Brown, the afro. Well, Pam Grier is just a whole vibe on her own, but her hair in those two, Chef's Kiss, Timeless, Childhood Memories, it all comes back. Nia Long's pixie cut, another main character energy for sure. She had a pixie cut in so many of her appearances in film and television. Classic, timeless, chic, clean girl 90s aesthetic. Loved it. Anyway, and 90s makeup, I it's just something about when you see photographs from the 90s. Can we say something about the makeup of the time? Gorgeous, flawless, everything. But yeah, Nia Long's pixie cut in a variety of appearances in the 90s. Sharon Stone, Ginger in Casino. So if you are not a big mob film movie buff, I'm a big mob film movie buff, but I'm also a horror girly. But if you're not, if in your lifetime, you should at least try to watch Goodfellas and Casino. Casino, if you do a web search on all the characters and then the characters that or the inspiration for the characters, and then you see photos of the characters, Martin Scorsese and his crew nailed everyone. Not a single detail was missed. They killed it. And Sharon Stone's hairstyles were so authentic and so detailed in the movie. Every hairstyle, not not a crumb left, not a detail missed. Ginger looked absolutely gorgeous in every scene. They styled her hair to the T. Her team killed it. So that is definitely one of my top hairstyles through film and television. Jennifer Aniston, the Rachel, personally not my favorite. The Rachel haircut, not personally my favorite in all honesty, but the reason why I put it on the list is because so many women wanted this haircut when Friends became the it show. So definitely a cute haircut, not my favorite, but on the list just for that reason. You can't deny how many people wanted some rendition of that haircut or have had a rendition of that haircut. um, Miranda Priestley in Devil Wears Prada. When I was a hairstylist, this haircut was every woman over 50, especially silver haired women's go to haircut. And now I'm going to say Devil Wears Prada, not part two, because her haircut is slightly different. But the hairstyle in the first Devil Wears Prada, a lot of women wanted this exact same haircut. So that's why it made the list. If I had to pick what would be my ultimate favorite haircut of all time, I'm going to say a 50-50 between Halle Berry's pixie cut and Goldie Hawn in First Wives Club. And the reason why is because every time I see Halle Berry's picture from back in the day when she had the pixie cut, I want it and I wish I could rock it because she looks so good. When somebody rocks something so well that you like almost are brave enough to go do that same hairstyle, you know you are that girl. So that is why that's one of my top. And Goldie Hawn First Wives Club, like I said, just because for me the whole style, the way the haircut's cut and the way it's styled, because those are two totally different things, it's iconic for me. And like I said, it's a main character in the movie. So those are my top two. If you want to see another video about iconic things in film or television, let me know and I'll do a part two. Bye.